And this is the part when I made a stupid comment, so... Is that our good Beato? Your reaction on that statement is very sus. Rosa and Eva knows about what's happened. So let's go with the simplest solution. It works anyway. Yeah, that's what I wanted as well. I said this back in the episode 1. Umineko, what are you doing to me? What is this? Guys, I forgot to put the recording on. I did the intro and I've recorded a bit and I forgot to put up recording. Hi, so you probably had that little part before that when I said I didn't boot up the recording. So I'm loading the game again and there's no happy intro as usual, so I'm sorry. Welcome back. In the next episode. So for this room you won't have my first impressions, but I will tell you like what I thought about and stuff. But we still need to read this for the sake of the episode, so we'll just like read that, I guess. I will just tell you like few things about like previous episode because you commented and I wanted to like address it still. So first of all, apparently the episode with Yoshiya had a lot of like Higurashi references with the music and with the text, so thanks for trivia, for new trivia, I enjoy it. Also, apparently the speech of Hideyoshi about 3 days ago, it's just like manner of speech and it doesn't mean like he actually went here like 3 days ago, but what if Ryukushi and you just messing with me? What if it's foreshadowing from Ryukushi? Because you sometimes all mess up with me, both on Discord and comments. I know you do. But I will trust you. I will trust you all, because without love it can't be seen. So, yeah. And also, I believe there's the best comment and the best theory ever created about Umineko. At least from what I've read on my comments. There's the essay from s6e on our comment section on the episode 29. If you want, you can go check the comment section or pause the video now to read this. This is just genius. Thank you for this. I had a lot of fun reading that. That was amazing. I will also tell you about a bit of stuff that I did on like Discord recently. About Sayo and Yoshiya. I think I talked about this in the episode 30 probably, I don't remember now. So I will just like repeat myself, I guess, because I remember talking about this on Discord. I checked the kanji for Sayo and Yoshiya, and Sayo having the name, something that's like the first kanji in her name means like replacement or something like that. So like there's like 2 possibilities about Sayo and Canon. I mean Sayo and Yoshiya. Because by the theory it's the same person, right? So it's either Sayo or Yoshiya. So we can say that Sayo is like a fake name and Yoshiya is like the real name, and Yoshiya is actually the real person and Sayo not. Like Sayo is like made up name for the character that Yoshiya created, basically. That's like one thing. And the other thing is that because they're essentially, by the theory standpoint, the same person, just appear like one or another to other people. This can be like 2 names in one, because people normally can have 2 names like in real life, so that's like entirely possible. So maybe like this person name is like Sayo Yoshiya or Yoshiya Sayo, something like that, you know? So yeah, that's it. And I guess we can go to the episode. We'll just go to read, and I will try to remember what I talked about during this episode and give you like a bit of like clearance and stuff, because I forgot to put up the recording. Yeah. Like recent thing, I was like About this, actually, like the recent thing I was like talking about, and I can like mention now, that if Meta Angel that's reading is aware of herself here, is she like, how does it work? I need to like research that. I forgot to research that actually before I... Now when I started reading Umineko again, I remember what I tried to research. So yeah. Let's go! The unsettling sound of the wind had now blended in with the sound of rain, resembling the howl of some monstrous beast. Just when it seems to be crying out sadly, it will suddenly turn into the roar and rattle the windows, striking up even more fear to unease with me. Light from the hallway poured in through the thick, thin crack of the slightly open door, and it seems to carry with the laughter that was warm and happy but very distant. I'm sure everyone's dining hall, or somewhere having a good time. I want to go there as soon as I can. I'm sure my family will be there. I hate being all alone in this place. Dad, Mom, I stubbornly tried again and again to open the door, but the merciless chain just wouldn't let the door open any further than a crack. On the contrary, feeling this close to the way out just made me more impatient. Gulping and trying to ignore the fear lurking behind me, I quietly closed the door. That light coming out of the crack is just a trap. This is an iron shackle, trying to keep me locked there for the eternity by making me think I'm just a inch away from getting out the door that will never open. Also, I made some like very stupid comments in this section, so I'm not going to repeat them, probably. I was just not paying attention to what I read, so let's forget about that. Okay, I will tell you. I was like okay, I will tell you later, after I get to the point. I need to get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. When I closed the door, all that filled the room was the eerie sound of the wind and rain. The way wind packed up every now and then and shook the window's frames felt like a monster in a cage shaking the bars. I was scared of that monster. I couldn't help but avert my gaze from the windows. Yeah, basically I ignored that. That sentence. Gotta search. If I can get out of the door, I needed to find another way out. Just to the side of the door was a closet. There was only enough space to hang overcoats. Also, I wonder if this sequence is supposed to give us like any hints about like second Twilight about Hideyoshi room. Because it's like, it seems like a representation of the room of the second Twilight from episode 5. It seems like it, at least. Like, in some parts, because Hideyoshi didn't have that kind of window. But yeah. There was only enough space inside to hang overcoats. Of course, it didn't connect to anywhere outside the room. If this were hide and seek, it'd probably be fun to hide in there. However, inside this creepy room, it would be no better than stepping into my own coffin. If I go in there, maybe I won't be able to get out of the closet next. This nonsensical fear sent a massive shiver up my spine. Yeah, that's terrifying. I closed the door though. Close the door in a hurry. There's one door left. When I opened it, there was a bath and the toilet. And now I was like... What the fuck, NJ? And this is the part when I made a stupid comment, so don't cringe, I know my mistake. I was like, if there's a window in the room, why you don't go through the window? Like, why you check closet and bathroom if you have like clear escape road? What the fuck? And then I was like, oh yeah, she's a monster and she's afraid of windows. Yeah, makes sense to search somewhere else. Yeah, that happened during the previous recording. Of course, there was no exit. There weren't even any windows. If I turned the faucet, water would probably come out, then disappear down the drain and flow outside. But I couldn't get out that way. Unless I went into the bathtub with a stopper, pulled out the drain, and smashed my flesh and bones to bits. I had the feeling that was the only way out. So the black stopper in the bathtub drained looked extremely terrifying. I tried a lot of things, both mentally and physically, but there was no way of getting through the bathroom. Yeah, you cannot, like, that not working like that. All that left was the windows. The view through the windows was pitch black darkness. The fierce windows and rain were slamming against the glass. The darkness on the other side of the window may have been unsettling, but I didn't really care where I went as long as it was outside this room. However, the window was clamped shut, right down in the middle window, which was made to swing open like a set of double doors with severely ugly metal clamps. I wonder if like these windows look like that in like reality, not only in meta world. I was even more unnerving than the chain on the door, like a rough operation scar on some bizarre monster. The wind and rain slammed against and shook the window frame, making it creak loudly. However, unlike the door, this wouldn't open even the crack. I've had enough. Give it the rest. What the hell is going on with this room? I've had enough of this creepy room. Enough, 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 enough! It's impossible to get outside, except with the door and the windows. And compared to that thick door, the windows look like it might be possible to break. Yeah, makes sense. I will smash it. If I swing a chair, like the glass will probably break. Nothing wrong will happen, definitely. Wink wink. I might even be able to smash the window, wooden grid divided up the window. All I need to do, make a grab large enough to slip out. Also, yeah, I didn't read about that as well. I made like stupid. Oh, it doesn't like give me like full because I've read it already. I have like even like the things that I've read. Okay, never mind. I thought like by loading the game I will have just my backlog from up to this point. Okay, never mind. I grabbed a fancy looking antique chair and head back to the window. I smashed the chair against it. Over and over. The glass smashed with a violent sound and the frame groaned and creaked. I hit again, over and over. If I can just break through this wooden frame. Yeah, the frame is kind of like sturdy as fuck somehow. What the hell? Even though the glass has been smashed apart, even though the cold rain is blowing and tormenting me, I can't just get that frame to break. They aren't iron bars, just delicate wooden mesh. It's fragile enough to make the creak sound, so why doesn't it break? No wait, maybe it's close to breaking. What if I try attacking it from a different angle instead of smashing head on? I stuck my left hand outside through one of the holes of the broken window, grabbed the frame from the front with my right hand, and tried to break it by shaking it around from both sides. Oh, I just realized she grabbed it from with the right hand. Oh, I thought before that she used left. Oh, she did use left. Yeah, okay. As I shook fragments of glass sticking out of the broken frame, poked into me, my wrist was soon stained with blood. But if I can't get out of here, this much pain is not a big deal. But I can't get out. I'm stuck. It won't open, I can't break it. The more violently I shook the frame, the more the glass fragments tore into my left wrist, causing the intense pain. Wait, what's... Before I realized, the glass fragments on the frame had grown longer and more spiky. It was through an ugly beast trying to chew my hand off with the glass teeth. No, it's not my imagination. They're actually getting longer before my very eyes. They are chewing my hands to bits, and I was now like, why Angel have to die each time like this way? Like, she was torn apart before, why again? What the fuck is happening? I tried desperately to pull my hand out, but it had already dug deep into my wrists and I couldn't move it. I put my strength into it, but it just hurt more and more and glass didn't even budge. What the hell? Damn it, let go. Let go, let go! With my right fist, I hit the glass over and over attempting to break it. It just hurt my right fist as well and did nothing to release my other hand. Just then, my left hand which was still stuck outside and exposed to the rain, brushed against something slimy. What? It couldn't have been a leaf blown about the winds or anything like that. I mean, it felt like a touch of someone's rain-soaked hand. Then, it closed tightly around my left hand. When I felt the 5 fingers, I knew that some person out in the darkness was touching my left hand. And yes, I know who it is. It's the witch. A terrifying witch who controls Rokkenjima Night. The 2 hands soaked in freezing rain gently caressed my left hand. And I was here like, is that our good Beato? Maybe, somehow? The new one, the chick one? However, I could tell this was happening from the touch, I couldn't see anything out in the darkness. Then, it fell on my fingers and bent my ring finger upwards. And now I was like, nope, probably not. Also, everything is about finger, and I was thinking like, maybe like she wants to like take out the ring and like to start the game or something, you know, like she used to when she was like a game master and stuff. Because everything is like about Ushinomiya Kinzo, like ring, the head of the family and stuff. So it sounds like Beata wants a ring here. It's gonna break. At that moment, I saw something in the darkness for the first time. It was white. The darkness grinned, and bared its white teeth. Then, the mouth full of eerily white teeth approached my bent back finger and opened wide. It must have been laughing at me from the darkness. After all, its creepy mouth had twisted upwards in a huge grin. I had a horrible idea of what it might be trying to do to my finger. A shiver ran up my spine. I resisted so much, so I could, but the fangs of glass just wouldn't release my left hand. And then, after my finger a playful nibble, yep, jump scene. It beat down hard, crushing bone and tearing away flesh all at once, and beat it off. Crunch, rip, tear, squelch. Yes, yeah, splat. And I reached the part where I don't know what will happen next. Finally! It was fast actually. It took longer before. So, more story for the episode, I guess. Yeah, I was like at this point, because I didn't record this as well, I was like wondering why Erika could suddenly hear that and why MetaWord is like intertwining that hard with the game board at this point. Like, is this like, now I think about this, it might be the first Twilight, and maybe they will find some body in the room when they go there now. Maybe that's how it works? Huh. We'll see. Anyway, now welcome to the proper episode.
僕もガタンって音を聞いたような。
風で窓でもガタついたんだろうぜ。
Yeah, about that knocking. Wait, are they going to? Oh my god, they're going to give the hints about the knock and the letter, aren't they? Because knocking into the window like the branch or something, that was like one of the ideas about the letter and the knock in the episode 5. I again forgot to like research that. I don't have like really time to boot up the streams recently. Probably like for the next week as well. I will not have time for that, but we'll see. Because I need to like research some stuff, and the knock and the letter seems to be like very important, so I need to like get this part. Also, recently I thought about the shrine that disappeared in Umineko. I don't know how relevant it is. I literally have no idea. I know almost nothing about the shrine. There was like very little information about this. But once again, Ryukushi likes to just hide stuff in plain like sight. So, yeah. Maybe it's not that important, we'll see. Maybe it is.
何しろオンボロ屋敷だからな。
そういうのってなんだか不気味だよな。
Yeah, the knock on the window was like one of my ideas before.
本当に魔女が屋
As
敷の
well.
中を歩き回ってるのかなって。6年前のガキの頃にはずいぶん。
いる。
Scared the witch. Okay. That changes a bit of my theory, actually. Because from my understanding from before, I thought that there was like the made-up story about the wolves and everything in the forest, because Rudolph mentioned that in the etc. And the story about witch was created after the guest house was made and the epitaph was like set up and her picture was like made. So it's been like 2 years when the witch legend like came to be, because I didn't believe like Kumasawa and like servants claims basically that it's like a long time, I think, because they like together with culprit probably. But this like confirms basically that Butler actually knew about the legend of the witch 6 years ago. So the legend is at least 6 years old. Okay. Worth to note. Every date is significant in this game. There's so many dates, and you can make so many things with this.
ベアトリーチェはいる。
Iru!
この廊下の向こうには何があるんですか？あちらには客室がございますが、今は使っておりません。
うん。ゲストハウスができたからね。それまでは客室に僕らは泊まってたんだよ。
ああ、俺も覚えてるぜ。
Also, yeah, it couldn't be the first Twilight because we still didn't have the ring scene with Canon and Sayo and George. Yeah, because Umineko is very consistent with this. So first we have the ring scene and then we have the first Twilight.
今日のゲストハウスがあまりに綺麗なんで驚いちまった。
Okay.
まあ新築だからな。私も自分の部屋をそっちに移したいもんだぜ。シャノン、エリカさんの部屋もゲストハウスでしょ？
はい、ゲストハウスにご用意させていただきました。で、ゲストハウスは屋敷から離れていると。どんな事件が起こっても互いには聞こえませんね。
Yeah, that's like obvious.
やれやれ。
They probably said that, like, Erika probably said that, and it's like very important for like clue for like what's happening probably, but I never had idea of that. Maybe you could hear from the other building like what's happening. Like it's like just like the logical thing to assume that you cannot hear from one building to another.
まだ探偵モードなのかよ。明日の朝、全員で揃っておはようって言っただけで。
Oh, Butler, you don't know. You Butler piece. And Erika have like knowledge from like games. What the fuck? This is unfair. This is like literally unfair fight. What the fuck?
確かに。
How did that even happen? Why Erika? I guess she's a witch. Guess she's a witch that like invaded the game board, I guess. It's so unfair. This is the most unfair game ever. How Butler agreed to let Erika go like in her own onto his game board. He could just say, Erika, make your own piece and just leave it on the board. That's more fair. But no, she's there herself.
さすがに明日の朝には誰かが減ってないと困ります。ね
God damn it.
え。それではゲストハウスへご案内します。
Shannon? Your reaction on that statement is very sus. You just made expression and you just instantly tried to follow up the conversation. After Erika said that would be trouble if some of us die. It's like you know that she knows what you are going to do. Or like someone you know is going to do. You know what's going to happen, Shannon. And Erika knows it too. That's very sus. Shannon, yeah, like for a while, Shannon, Canon, Genji, like servants, they are like sus as hell all the time. The adults were apparently about to begin a conversation that they didn't want the kids to hear. The real family conference was about to start. The kids and Erika followed Shannon on their way to the guest house. They passed through the entrance hall. I wonder how real family conference, because we had... Actually, this is interesting. I wonder how much I can interpret this, because we always had the family conference called as family conference, always. Outside of one place where the gold was found. And this episode was called True Family Conference, or like Real Family Conference. So I wonder if this is like indicator that the gold was already found and they have like Real Family Conference now? Or it's just me overanalyzing stuff and they just mean like Real Family Conference as like actually talking about Kinzo and like inheritance and stuff. As the kids and Erika followed Shannon on their way to the guest house, they passed through the entrance hall.
外は今が一番の振りのようだね。
客までテレビでも見ながら、もう少し振りが弱くなるのを待ってもいいんじゃねえの？
ゲストハウスに戻りなさいってママに言われた。ゲストハウスじゃないと怒られる。
Okay, it makes sense because they don't want kids to hear their conversation, but also it can mean that Rosa knows that something will happen and she wants them out. Because mansion is always the place where everyone dies in the first Twilight, when you think about this. It's always happening in the mansion, not in the guest house. Like, guest house is like a safe spot. For the first Twilight at least. I don't remember if it's for the other. Also about Rosa, this is also something I did maybe not a bit of research, but like gave a thought about Rosa in episode 2. It seems like Rosa may know about the whole plan, because in the episode 2, Rosa grabbed the gold, and just because Eva, Eva in episode 3 escaped to Kuvadorian before everything collapsed. She was alive. So she knew where Kuvadorian is. So I would say that she got into collaboration with culprit, or she was a culprit, or... Anyway, someone told her about Kuvadorian, right? She could be threatened to like do stuff, or like... I don't know, culprit said, I will kill your family if you don't do what I want, something like that. Anyway, she knew about Kuvadorian. And at the same time, Rosa knows about, plan. Maybe not about Kuvadorian, but about plan. Because in episode 2, she tried to get gold and run when the golden banquet was happening. And she tried to, you cannot escape from Rokkenjima, right? And basically, she tried to escape before the collapse happened. So she knew that mansion is going to collapse. She took Maria to Gold and tried to escape. So Maria, Rosa and Ivan knows about what's happening. That's like my thoughts on Discord. Like recently, like I don't know, it was like 10 minutes craft or like 15 minutes.
おお、
ゲストハウスの方が落ち着けるぜ。不機嫌な親の声も面もごめんこむるぜ。
ますますにお膳立てが整っているよ。
Yeah. Erkia giggled at openly indiscreet look at her face.
今傘のご用意をいたします。少々お待ちください。
Yeah.
ちょっとずっと気になってました。あの肖像画のご婦人はどなたですか？
Why are you asking now? Okay, that's weird. You know everything. What's your purpose of doing that? That's weird.
まあぶっちゃけベアとの肖像画であることは知ってるわけですが、
Yeah, that's her thought process.
前回のゲームでは通り過ぎてしまっただけで面白くなかったので。
Oh, okay. So she just wants to like have exposition, okay? Erika whispered to herself, but of course no one heard her.
こちらは
Oh my god.
恩人
I don't need that legend again. I know this legend.
ベアトリーチェ様でございます。
おじい様に莫大な黄金を授けてくれた後ろ
Yeah.
ただのじいさま、こいつの亡霊が夜な夜な。
よせよ。俺、小さい頃はその話、めちゃくちゃ苦手で。
そんなこともあったね。6年経った今はどう？
すっかり忘れてたが、この肖像
ベアトリーチェは怖くないよ。
This is unnecessary. Erika likes to torture us.
敬いを持っていればね。持ってないと。
Yes, Maria, we know.
シャノン。
Why you ask Shannon about this? I mean, I guess that makes sense. She's a servant.
はい。
Yeah, that question actually makes sense. Like, normally it wouldn't be suspicious.
使用人たちの間でも
Yeah.
そう囁かれています。夜回りの使用人たちの間でも時折人影を見た。
ああ、去年だか一昨年だかに使用人の人が階段から転げ落ちて大怪我してやめたじゃん。
Okay, that's new. One servant just last year or the year before that fell down some stairs and got so badly injured that they quit. We have some random servant mentioned.
あれ、ベアトリーチェの呪いだなんて囁かれてなかったっけ？
Oh my god, she's going to play along with this. The face, the face. What the fuck? That's the first time. I love it. Jessica told it like a ghost story, trying to scare Erika, but Erika just laughed, disdainfully.
なんだよ、薄気味悪いな。ただの事故だろ？偶然だろ？
おじい様がここに肖像画を掲げてすぐのことだから一昨年のことだと思うよ。
Okay, wait. Before... After Portrait was hung out, so it's probably year before last. Year before last, it's 2 years ago. It makes sense because 2 years ago the guest house was created, like made, and also Goda started working 2 years ago. By the way, yeah.
確かまさにここの大階段から落ちて怪我をしたんだよね。
そうそう。このバカでかい肖像画は。
There's no way this story is like accidental and makes no meaning. There's no way. I swear, Yukushi, if you put in this game something that doesn't matter, I swear everything matters in this game. If this is the only thing that doesn't matter,
掲げられてすぐは屋敷中であれはなんだと話題になったもんだよ。
So I might start analyzing the mysterious servant now.
それでその後すぐにここで事故があったもんだから、ベアトリーチェの呪いだってことになってさ。
ベアトリーチェの階段云々はこの肖像画の後から？
Why Butler said then that... Okay, this is contradiction, I think. You can clarify this for me if I understand this wrongly. Butler said that he remembered the stories about Beatrice 6 years ago. He said that, right? But they claim that the ghost story started 2 years ago. This is contradiction with the thought process of Butler. That's weird. Why is that? Ha. Interesting.
いいえ、その前からもベアトリーチェ様の霊が
Never mind.
いるというお噂はありました。
So I guess we need to get actually into account the servant's statements because it's the thing that makes more sense. Yeah, we need to go with the way of thinking that I don't remember that name. That was like Occam Razor or something like that. That the simplest solution is like the best one, and then we go into more complicated ones. So I will for now accept that there's like nothing weird. Like the Golden Witch rumor was 6 years ago, not 2 years ago, like I thought in the beginning, because it's more complicated. So let's go with the simplest solution. It works anyway. Either like if it's 6 years ago, it works. It just works. So yeah, let's just do that.
でもこの肖像画が掲げられてからはもっとそういう
Growing number,
増
okay.
えた気がします。
今までは魔女ベアトリーチェと聞いても具体的なイメージが湧かなかったからだろうね。この肖像画によって具体的になり、より一層以後の階段に厚みが出たんだと思うな。
Okay.
そもそも魔女ベアトリーチェなんて誰が言い出したんです？
Yeah, that's a good... probably Kinzo, right?
じいさまだぜ。
Yeah.
我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェってこの肖像画が出てくるまでは顔の想像もつかなかったけど。
I like her like impression of Kinzo here.
こんな薄気味悪い肖像画がでーんと飾られたら、そりゃ階段の一つや二つできて当然だろうぜ。音楽室のベートーベンの肖像画も学校創立者の銅像もみんなちょうどいい階段の音章じゃねえか。
確かにこんなに古風な薄暗いお屋敷でずっとこんな風雨の音を聞いていたら、そういう階段の一つや二つ生まれて、まあ所詮は階段、妄想、おとぎ話、取るにも足らない寝ぼけたうつけ者のざれ言以下ですが。
Luca looked up at the portrait and smiled at it defiantly. Maria's face immediately soured, and though she felt that smile was disrespectful to Beato.
おー、ベアトリーチェはいる。そんなこと言ってるときっとエリカに魔女の呪いがあるよ。
Yeah, the thing is like Erika is basically immune to witches.
おや、
She has so much like anti-fantasy toxin that like it cannot like even
魔
like
女の呪い
take her.
大いに望むところですよ。
And also she's a witch herself. So yeah. Like as the detective, she's so like on like realistic human side that witches basically cannot touch her, I would say. And outside of that, she's also a witch.
これでエリカが明日の朝変死してたら、 魔女殺人事件の幕開けだな。
Oh my god, what if Erika will actually be dead and like episode 6 will be like Erika is not actually in the game?
おいおい、お前探偵なんだろ？探偵がいきなり殺されるなんて斬新すぎる。
Also, I wonder now. Because now it's the first... I didn't thought about this. Oh my god, this might be complicated actually in terms of like viewpoint of the story. Because episode 1 to 4 had Butler perspective as like the most important one because he was the detective. Episode 5 is Erika viewpoint is the most important because she's a detective and Butler is piece of the witch and is not a detective at the same time. And his viewpoint is not very reliable, he can like lie and stuff. Like everyone can lie, sure, but if they have reason and stuff. But normally detective couldn't, right? And now in the episode 6 we have Erika, which is detective, but we also have Butler that is like actually Butler piece. Do I get truth from both perspectives in this episode? Because it will be like truth of the detective and the truth of the human piece. Like Butler himself. It might be that. We'll see how it will like go on.
おや、それは
It's for later. It depends on like situation that will like unravel here.
現場検証に差し支えます。なるほど。ノックスにも探偵を殺してはならないとは書いてありませんし。
That is true. That is true. Ah. Oh, oh my god. Will Erika actually die?
ベアトリーチェの呪いを防げるお守り。
I don't believe it. I don't believe that they would just like kill off Erika like that, but I don't believe it. There's no way. There's zero chance that Erika will die. Also, once again, the Scorpion talismans coming out. I had my thoughts about them in the Fury. When I made like the Fury video about Umineko, the recent one. That was the post episode 5 Umineko Furies, I think. Yeah, I think that one. I think I did this on the video or only on Discord, I don't remember. But I had a thought about like the role of this. It's like marking like targets that are supposed not to die, something like that, you know? It's like, what if like Maria knows also what's happening and she's like giving like the charms to people who are not supposed to die or something like that? Or if like the culprit don't want to kill someone, they make Maria to give the charms so these people will assumingly be protected, something like that. To make a story of the witch like true, you know, so everyone will think, oh my god, it must be a witch because the ones with charms didn't die. It looked like a cheap price, yeah, you know.
なんです？
魔除けのお守りなの。効果は弱いけれど、これをつけてれば今夜一晩はきっとベアトリーチェの呪いを避けられるよ。
他にもクモの巣が魔除けに効くとも聞きました。
Yeah, we learned that in the episode 2, I think, when Canon appeared.
うん、ベアとはきっと蝶の化身だからクモも苦手なんだね。
That's why she don't like spiders. I didn't thought about this. That makes sense. Like, I was wondering all this time why she's afraid of spiders and spider webs. It makes total sense. Wow, that was so obvious it just like missed my mind. What the fuck?
あれそれは悪食島の悪霊が苦手な方じゃなかったっけ？
Wait, what? Evil spirit of Akujikijima. I don't know what it is. But I guess it's going to be important. I probably need to research that if it's not a spoiler. You can let me know in the comments if I can like safely like research on Wikipedia or something the Akujikima spirits. It would be like meta research, just like Winchesters. I did like Wikipedia Winchester reading. So I think that's safe if this is like the real life thing, because I know like it's not safe to research the name of this boat, Eternal Mate 2, because it's apparently only for Umineko, what you guys said me. So I should not check it out, so I'm not going to check it out. But let me know if I can like, if this is the real thing, Akujikima, and if I can like check some trivia about this and stuff. It probably is.
熊沢さんが詳しいよな、そういうの。
Kumasawa knows, okay. Interesting.
魔女の悪霊少し興味を持ちました。よかったらゲストハウスでもう少し話を聞かせてもらえませんか？
こちらが皆さんの傘です。外はまだだいぶ雨が強いのでお気をつけください。
Yeah, this is just the confirmation of the umbrellas. Like, we never had like clear confirmation about umbrellas existing in the game. We could just assume that because it's a guest house and the mansion and they had like umbrellas for guests and stuff. So this is just basically confirmation that there are indeed umbrellas for like Maria letter and the umbrella. Chan handed out the umbrellas she had brought. Everyone headed towards the front door. After that, when there were none left standing in front of the portrait, a gold butterfly appeared. Then, expanding out into the spray of gold, it took a human form. Okay. And we have Beato here. In the hall, empty now that the children had left. Beato stood alone and silent, looking on at her own portrait. Is that... Oh yeah, this is the piece Beato that Butler created, yeah. Or maybe not. This is Chick Beato actually. What the fuck? Isn't Chick Beato reading her past in the library? What? Okay, this might be the representation of her reading the story of herself. Without a doubt, the figure depicted here there was as like her as an image in a mirror. However, it felt as though its eyes and expression were just a little different from hers. From her perspective, while the person in this portrait was almost infinitely close to herself, it was a surely different person entirely.
あなたは誰なんでしょう？私にどうかあなたという人を教えてください。
Why are you here? First of all, Butler would be like... Okay, I don't want to go like into like argument about like meta world and like everything, but I just have to. Butler, you are the game master. You see this whole fucking board. How the hell you let Chick Beato go into the board and you are not aware of that? She was supposed, like, by the knowledge of Butler, she was supposed to be like in her room. And now she's suddenly on the game board. Butler would detect that. Bato had already finished reading the fragments from Fatherin Archive that show the tales of all games so far. Okay. So that's confirmation that's the one that read the books, so it's over now. So we didn't get any backstory. And she didn't change much, to be honest. However, the witch called Beatrice, who had been depicted in them, had been so vastly different from her. And at the very end, it had looked as though that witch and Butler had connected just a bit. Just a little bit advertises. But for the most part, Beatrice had just bullied and bullied Butler in nearly all of the tales. Even though it was about her, she had no idea why Beatrice had tormented Butler so much when she had supposedly had been born for Butler's sake. Okay, so it was actually only the games. So Beatrice, even though reading the stories, she don't know what actually made her to be that way. Okay, that's like explaining one thing I was like wondering about the library. If like Beata will learn about before the games or only the games. If only the games, then yeah, that would be weird for her. All she had learned from the father in archive was that the former Beata was a completely different person who defied understanding.
あなたに何があったのですか?
Yeah, that's what I wonder as well.
私はあなたの卵、そしてヒナ。あなたの翼はお父様のためにあったはず。それがいつ片翼をもがれ、あのように変わり果ててしまったのですか?
Probably 6 years ago. She had also been listening to a conversation Butler and the others had just been having. Also, what about 19 years ago? Like, see, this is like very easy to like forget about 19 years ago actually in this episode, because a lot of this stuff is like kind of connecting to like 6 years ago and not for 19 years ago. It seems like this might be like totally separated things, but they also connect to each other. So... Nah, I think it's connected. I think it's connected. My theories are connected with 6 years ago, so I will just keep them connected for now. I don't know how it would work like like not being like connected. Yeah, let's just do that like that. Beatrice can't handle scorpion charms. Beatrice can't deal with the spider webs. It wasn't as though she would like to touch either of those if she had the choice, but nothing bad would happen if she did. Was being perfectly fine around those. Proof that she wasn't Beatrice? Even though it was about herself, she didn't understand at all. Huh! That's a very interesting like claim. What spider web and scorpion can represent? I should think about this probably, like what else can they represent outside of like, I don't know, trap for butterfly? Maybe they represent actually something, like you can like interpret it in some other way. And that would like make her scared of them only after what happened to her. And not now, like Chick Beato. Because Chick Beato didn't have the same experience that the old one. So she quietly gazed into her own eyes in the portrait. It felt as though the truth hid behind those eyes. Beata slowly approached the portrait, and then she lightly touched it. Okay, something changing. When she did, it felt as though the portrait ripped slightly. Yes, this is a doorway. I said this! Oh, for fuck's sake! I said this back in the episode 1! Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I said this in the episode 1. That like, for example, like, the door to the like golden lantern stuff, it can be like, what it's like hidden behind the portrait and it's like this huge door. I said that back in the episode 1. Holy shit! I had like no proof or anything. It was just like random, like that was in the times when I had like just random ideas just going on around like the story, like Maria being the vessel of the witch, she's like possessed and stuff like crazy things, and that was like one of these. And I forgot about this later. I like totally like ignored the fact that like back in the days I had the idea of the portrait being a door. I was thinking about like underground tunnels and stuff. And also it makes sense when the bodies can disappear. It's not necessary in the well next to the mansion. They can like just throw bodies behind the portrait and there are stairs probably. There are stairs to the Golden Land because there's the staircase and the tunnel underground. It's like it's the door. It's the door. A doorway to the long path that would lead her to the Golden Witch batteries. Beato felt a bit dizzy. She lost her balance, feeling as though the world was twisting around her. Then she couldn't tell which was way up or down. It was swallowed downwards, with a soft, watery sound, but was sucked into the portrait. Okay, I will ignore that. I will ignore that magic stuff. And I will still think that this is the doorway to the Golden Land or something. It's just like she like remembering stuff and now because she touched it and everything. It's just like ignore magic, ignore magic. I don't give a fuck. That's the doorway. The world inside the portrait was pitch black. However, there was nothing unsettling about it. It was comfortable darkness, like when you put your head under the covers in the bed at night. Beato realized that was a ward inside herself. So, despite of the darkness, she felt a warm embrace. As long as she asked for nothing, this world would ask nothing of her. But she couldn't remain like this. She didn't want to spend an eternity inside the darkness of this world. Yes, I needed to hatch out of my egg. This darkness is inside of the shell that surrounds the gold butterfly called Beatrice.
私は生まれます。お父様のために。バトラお父様のために生き、尽くすために生まれます。
So you'll be born like second time, basically? Yeah, because she's still in the egg. Okay, so so she's a chick, but inside the egg. She put her purpose, her reason for being born into words. And if in the response of those words, the seal on the shell began to melt away. Cracks appeared in the darkness, and the brilliant light enveloped the world. We are in the fragments world, where the Lambda and Ben was, and Butler. Portrait's gone! And so Beatrice was born. What? Oh, what the fuck? Umineko, what are you doing to me? What is this? Why we have them two and why there's no portrait? What the fuck is happening? Okay. I guess we just accept that. And my explanation for why there's no portrait is just like the wall just flipped over and the portrait's on the other side. That's why my explanation for missing portrait. There I stood along with under me. For a second, I thought that the me in front of me was the real Beatrice, the one I wanted to be more like. However, she was looking back at me with the same bewildered eyes, so I realized that wasn't quite it. This Beato? We never saw Beato like this. I guess no, we had like long hair Beato. But not in like the human outfit. I like this version. I like this version a lot. I think this might be the best design of Beato so far. I think. That's right. I wasn't the only one born from the egg. She was also born. Okay. So this is another chick. What the fuck? My twin? No, it feels a bit different. How can I put it? Both of us are lacking something and immature. Yes, both of us are chicks. But we are also fragments of the true Beatrice. It feels as though the two of us together could become the real Beatrice. Okay. No one explained this to us. However, we naturally understood. I decided to talk to the other me. Unless I get to know her and become one with her, I won't be able to become the Beatrice father desires. In other words, the thing that father wants me from me, and was so heartbroken to find missing, must be something that she has. Yeah, that's the angry one. Definitely. The Beatrice with her hair looked down at me dubiously several times and finally spoke. So probably this one is like embodiment of love and this one is like embodiment of hate. I think that's how it works. It's like yin and yang. I think that's how it works. With her looked down at me dubiously several times and then finally spoke. She used the words warawa to refer to herself, just like the true Beatrice. Yeah, true Beatrice used that. It's like the old high lady referencing, I think, if I'm correct. Actually, let me check. I think that's what that was. Word to refer to handmaids, chambermaids, and the children. Oh no, it wasn't to the high ladies. Wait, what? Handmaids, chambermaids? The pronoun which derived from those meanings were therefore a humble one, used mostly by women. The context of the modern fiction is stereotypically associated with noble woman. Yeah, so I was right, noble woman. From the olden times. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I was right about this. It looks like she really does have something that I lack. Yeah.
後ろ宮バトラに仕えるために生まれてきました。わらわは黄金の魔女にして六軒島の夜の支配者。後ろ宮バトラは知っているが、あのような小僧になぜに仕えねばならぬのか理解に苦しむ。
Okay. I realized that the thought I had a second ago, that together we could become the true Beatrice, must really have been true. Though the person in front of me does have the part that makes her a witch, which I lack, she does not possess the mission to live for Ushinomiya Butler's sake. She has what I do not, and I'm sure I have something she does not.
私たちは
Yeah.
きっと二人で一人の存在なんです。
If you think about this, this is pretty similar to what Shannon and Canon experiencing. Like, Shannon is like character that's like most like emotional and is like believing into not being the furniture, being able to have love and everything. So Shannon represents this Beatrice, the chick Beatrice, that the good one. And Canon is most like he's like hidden inside, being always negative, being about furniture, not accepting love and everything. And he represents this new Beato, the angry chick Beato. It's pretty similar to me.
双子みたいなものだと思います。いいや違う。そなたはわらわの妹だ。
Why little? Like you were born just now. You are the little one.
わらわはそなたが生まれるよりずっと前からここにいる。え？そうだったんですか。
I was born later. So does that mean the mission to leave Furushima Butler sake was born later on? Yes. Most likely. During the 6-year period. Before like he disappear and appear. So Chick Beato is the 6-year Beato. And the like good Chick Beato is the embodiment of the actually before the 6 years. And the angry chick is embodiment of the 6 years. However, I don't think my existence is something quite as faint as intangible as a mission. However, I have enough of a personality to think and act as I'm doing now. So the witch Beato and I are separate people, both of us possessing something the other lacks. In that sense, maybe it's fitting for us to call ourselves sisters, as she says.
私はあなたのことが知りたいんです。わらわも知りたい。そなたもまたわらわであることは理解している。そしてなぜにそのような言葉遣いであり、バトラに仕えねばならぬのか。
Yeah.
そしてどうやらそれを理解せぬ限り、わらわたちは互いに未熟らしい。私は完全なベアトリーチェになりたいんです。わらわはそなたが生まれるまでこれで完全な存在だった。しかしこうしてそなたが現れた今、そなたを受け入れるのがわらわの定めであるように思う。わらわもまたそなたのことを知りたい。
Yeah. The witch Beato tone was very slightly arrogant, matching with her self-proclaimed status as the older sister. However, since we both realized that we were the same person, there was no need to be unkind. This was probably because she understood after meeting me that her current form was not her real self.
ここはどこですか？お屋敷のホール？あ、
Yeah, this picture is gone. Beato grasped. Her portrait wasn't there. Did that mean that this was at least 2 years in the past? Or did she pass time? Yeah, that's also... But this is the magic. We ignore magic. For now, this is the doorway. For the sake of my sanity, I will just say... What I just said, I will research it later.
そうとも。後ろ宮の屋敷のホールである。
Okay.
夜はわらわの時間。そして夜の屋敷はわらわのものだ。金蔵の間抜けは相変わらずわらわを蘇らせようだの、捕らえようだのと躍起になっている。皮肉な話よ。そのわらわはこうして堂々と毎晩屋敷を支配しているというのに。あなたはここで何を？体を失い、あの肉々しい鎮守の社により魔力もない。
Again, oh my god, Shrine make appearance in the episode 6. What the fuck? So Shrine might be important actually. I need more info about Shrine. There's not enough info about Shrine. We had only beats in episode 4, and then episode 1 and episode 2, I believe.
しかし、わずかずつに日々、魔力は蘇りつつあるのだ。最後には見事復活を遂げ、あの金蔵を嘲笑ってやりたいぞ。 わらわは見事そなたの檻を抜け出したとな。その笑いだけを楽しみに夜な夜な徘徊して暇つぶしをしている亡霊といったところよ。
Why it's always about escaping? I need to think about what escape can mean. Like mental cage, physical cage. Escaping the... Escaping from the past of the person, like forgetting the person. Huh. Would you like to be forgotten, Beatrice? Or something? Huh.
ご一緒してもいいですか？無論。何しろそなたもまたわらわの一部。右腕の同行を断る左腕がどこにいる？断る道理もない。そなたを迎えようぞ。我が妹、新しきベアトリーチェよ。ありがとうございます。お姉様。
Oh my god, we have Beatrice calling herself Onesama. Okay.
こそばゆい呼び方だ。だが悪くない。さあ、参ろうか。夜の屋敷を散歩しよう。わらわの退屈な日常を紹介しようぞ。
Okay, and now we're following the golden butterfly through the mansion. Two golden butterflies, because we have two Beatrices now, apparently. The two Beatrices changed their forms into the golden butterflies and flutter silently into the depths of the shadowy mansion. And that's the end of the chapter, actually, and I finally managed to make the episode that ends on the end of the chapter. Nice! The source of magic! Oh, that will be hype! What about that for the next episode?
私は今でもそうなんですが、うっかり屋さんで。
Okay, Shannon's speaking to someone I don't know yet, but you're gonna see this in the next episode. Wow, this episode was fire! I was disappointed at the beginning that I, like, forgot recording and stuff. And I didn't expect this to actually went into that way. Like, wow, we have like two Beatrices. Maybe the reminder of the hidden door behind the portrait, which I mentioned back in the episode 1. And I forgot about this? Maybe it's still valid? But wait, Butler and Rika were outside when they were searching for the gold, like, for the entrance. So it should be outside. It should be... It cannot be in chapel. I'm confused. There's too much information right now. I need to process that. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. So leave a like if you like the episode, dislike if you dislike it. You can also subscribe if you will not subscribe to the channel yet. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for being with me. Also special thanks to my channel members. Thank you for finding me worthy and supporting me. If you want to become a member, you can check the join button and check what kind of perks you may get as well. And yeah, thank you all for being with me. Thank you for supporting me, for all your comments. I hope you liked the episode. I certainly enjoyed this episode. I like what's happening and I'm confused at the same time. But as always, we will figure this out. So thank you for being with me, and for now Pocket Watch is going out.